Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to a few of our regulars, and those with a keen sense of memory and sight will notice that I'm not Mr. Ryan. Hi everyone, I'm Abby. You may have chatted to me in the live chat over the past few days, and I thought I'd give it a go this morning. This morning we will be doing some Japanese art, specifically manga art. Now, some of you may have heard of this before, which is great. If not, don't worry. We're here to learn and we're here to find out all about modern art in Japan. So, a few things before we get started. We're just going to give everybody a bit of time to log in and get here. So, for those artists who are ready to go with their sketchbooks, all you're going to need today is a pen, a pencil, a rubber would help, but you don't need it right now. You can do that later on. The worksheets are in the description below. These will be helpful today, but not entirely necessary. I'll show you how to do the art without them. But it would make it slightly easier for you if you did have them downloaded for you to look at. So, a small activity whilst we're waiting for people to arrive. Let me just show you the starter activity. Here we go. Who is your favourite cartoon character? Can you do a quick drawing of them and maybe add some colour? I've started my favourite cartoon character on the slides now. Wonder if you can tell who my favourite cartoon character is from my quick start. Oh, I can see some people's favourite characters coming in already. Great, I can't wait to see your drawings of those. Off you go whilst I speak to parents, and we're just waiting a few more minutes for people to arrive. Okay, so parents, just a quick view of the outline today. We're going to start the session at about 10 past 11, just to allow people to log on and get here. Maybe we might start slightly earlier and allow you guys to get set up. I'd like to point out in the description below, there's also a link for a registration form for you to just put in your details. This is just for us to see who's come back, who's new, and find out who's watching these videos, and it's really nice for us to see who's joining in on our sessions today. There is also a link for the home learning enrolment. This just allows us to send you a weekly email to let you know about upcoming online sessions, and it would be great if you could sign up using that, and it will give you lots of information. And if you could share that with other parents who you think might find these sessions useful, that would be great as well. We want to get as many people joining in with these sessions and learning with us as possible. There is also an email address. Today and in previous sessions, we've absolutely loved seeing the kids' art and work being sent in, and we love sharing them as well. And as you can see on our timetable today, there is some time scheduled for us to share some of your guys' work. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the manga characters that you guys create today. So the email address is homelearning@planbee.com. And if you forget, it's in the description below, and I'm sure Ollie and Emma, our moderators today, will help you out if you can't find anything. Just wanted to say hello to Ollie and Emma in the live chat, helping us moderate the chat. They'll be there to help keep everything safe and make sure everybody is happy, and answering questions that I might not get to or I might not see. So hello to them. Thank you for helping me today. We do ask that parents do supervise these sessions, just to make sure that we're all using it correctly and we're all happy, which is great. Okay, so let's have a look, see if I can see some people's favourite characters. Oh, who have we got? Oh, Pooh Bear, yeah, I do love Winnie the Pooh. Charizard, yes, Charizard's definitely a tricky character to draw, Pratam, but give it a go. All we can do is try. What's the worst that could happen? Pikachu, love him. Yeah, well done. My favourite character is Pikachu. Mickey Mouse, lovely. Winnie the Pooh. Great. Give it a go, Amara. Alice in Wonderland. Godzilla, wow, okay, great. Some great cartoon characters in there. Wonder if you guys can add some colour, and by all means send these pictures into home learning as well. We might be able to have a look at some of those later on. Great, we'll just give it a few more minutes for people to arrive. Some Marvel characters coming in now, that's really great. Oh, some people coming back. Max and Nelly, well done. Hi, welcome back. Great. Awesome. Right, well, I think we'll get started slightly earlier than planned, but I can see that we're raring to go. So let's have a look. Okay, so today we are going to be exploring modern art in Japan. Have you guys heard of the word manga before? Do you know what it relates to? It's a Japanese word, manga. Tell your partner or tell me in the chat if you've heard that before. In Japan, manga refers to comics, cartooning and animation. Man means humorous and ga means pictures, so together, humorous pictures. Manga has become a huge part of modern day Japanese culture. In Japan, people of all ages read manga comics or books. There are a wide range of genres available, including action and adventure, comedy, detective, mystery, historical drama, horror and romance, and so many more. If a manga series is popular enough, it is usually turned into an animation film, and in Japan these films are simply called anime. From my favourite cartoon character, Pokemon, is an anime. It's a Japanese cartoon, so you've probably seen a few of these before. Japanese manga is read from right to left. The diagram shows the order in which the different sections of the comic should be read. So can you see how you start on the right-hand page and move left? I don't know if I could get used to reading like that. It's very strange. And I don't know if you can see, if you look very, very closely, you can see that the writing is written in columns, a bit like the hieroglyphs we looked at in a live session yesterday. So very confusing for somebody that's not used to reading like that. The manga drawing style is quite recognisable and distinctive. Characters usually have over-exaggerated expressions in order to convey emotion clearly. A typical manga character has large eyes, a tiny nose, a small mouth and a flat face. I wonder if you can see some of those features in the pictures. So can you see how their eyes are much, much bigger? They've got quite a small nose. and blue hair. I mean, I don't know whether I might suit a different colour hairstyle, but blue hair's not the norm, is it? Nobody has naturally blue hair, but in Manga, it seems to be one of the features. And in this one, you can see the eyes are very, very large and a very, very small nose. Let's have a closer look at how some of these facial features can help convey the emotions of the character. What emotions do you think are expressed by each of these sets of eyes? So if we say this one on the left is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what emotions do you think each one is expressing? How do you know? How do you know if one of them is angry? How do you know if one of them is sad? What's changed in the eyes? Oh yeah, well done, Joe. Number 1, neutral. I would agree with that. Number 1, very neutral. Oh, surprised. Some great ideas so far. Oh, the eyebrows. Yes, it's not just the eyes, is it? The eyebrows change between each picture as well. So funny that there's no other features on the face, but you're doing a really great job of reading their emotions. Okay, couple more moments and I'll show you the answers. Small differences to the size and shape of the eyes, as well as the eyebrows, can completely alter the emotion that the character is conveying. So we've got no expression, neutral. Well done, Joe, you got that one right. Number 5 is definitely angry, isn't it? The eyebrows are really slanted down. We've got scared, surprised, sad or upset. So well done if you said any of those. Now, if you're working with another person at home, or maybe there's a mirror nearby or something, or you could just look at my face, I'm going to give it a go. I wonder if you can try making those emotions on your face. What happens to your face as you try and do those emotions? So if you made a sad face, what happens to your eyes and your eyebrows? What happens if you're surprised? So my eyebrows went right up then, surprised. And if you're angry, the eyebrows furrow in the middle. Give that a go. Pratham's eyebrows go up as well. Yep, great. Glad I'm not the only one. Excellent. Let's look at a different feature now. What emotions do you think are being expressed by each mouth? So again, let's say number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What emotions are these mouths expressing? That's slightly different, isn't it? You don't have a lot to work with on these, but maybe you can still tell these emotions from these mouths. Do you think there could be a happy one there? Is there a sad one? Which one do you think is sad? Oh, some good ideas. Happy for 5. Oh, amazed. Fear. Number 2 is fear. Do we agree with that one? I think I do. Maybe you could try that exercise again. Try making these mouths yourself and seeing what emotion you think it could be. So number 1, it's quite flat. Number 2, yeah, I would agree. Fear is number 2. You're kind of almost leaning back in fear. Number 3, maybe shock. Not sure. Excellent. Should we have a look? So we've got unhappy, angry and shouting. angry and shouting. That one's interesting, isn't it? Because a few people said scared for that one, but you can also see how someone might be shouting. Surprised, scared, and happy or excited. Excellent, good work, guys. So, let's look a little bit closer at these mouths. What's changed between each one to show these emotions? Do you think it makes a difference if the mouth is open or closed? Do you think it makes a difference if you show their teeth? What emotions do you experience where you might show your teeth? Yeah, the size, that is a really good point, Mark, well done. The size of the mouth makes a quite big difference, doesn't it? The big emotions like happy or angry, the mouth is much, much bigger to emphasise that. It's a really good point, well done. Excellent. Another feature that doesn't necessarily show emotions, but I wanted to show you the feature because we'll be using this in our drawings later. Do you remember what we said about noses in Manga? They're usually very, very small and can be drawn using simple dots and lines. So can you see in each of these faces here, the nose, this one just looks like a comma. It's so small, but you can tell that there's a nose there just on that really small line. Maybe just a couple of dots to show the nose, or a little curved line. This one's a bit more complicated, but it's definitely a nose, isn't it? I wonder if you can make a mental note. Think about where on the face has those noses been placed. Is it right in the middle? Keep that mental note and we'll come back to that later in the session. Now, I pointed this out earlier, didn't I? Manga characters also have a variety of hairstyles and colours which can help represent a particular personality. So these are some examples of some manga hairstyles that we might like to use today. And in the middle here, I've got this key almost of different colours and what they might represent in manga. So a strong, confident, loud character might have bright red hair. A clever and shy person might have blue hair. I wonder what colour hair your character might have. Would you have orange hair because they're energetic, cheeky or brave? Maybe they might be calm and logical and have grey hair. If you were going to be a manga character, what colour hair would you have? I think I would probably have some blue hair. I quite like the colour blue, it's my favourite colour, but also I quite like those character personality traits in that one as well. Someone having purple hair, lovely, very exotic. No hair, oh my goodness. Wonder what that would mean in manga. Maybe we can find out later on. Orange hair seems like a popular one. Excellent. Great. So, today your challenge is going to be to create and draw a manga character using everything that we've looked at so far about manga drawings. This is where the worksheets, which I'll show you in a moment, will come in handy, but you don't need them. So let's have a quick look at them first, but don't worry if you don't have them, okay? So on the worksheets, you will find these examples of different eyes. Choose whichever one you want. You can do one that's completely your own character, Or you might like to create one that's almost a self-portrait, one that represents you. Maybe you might like to do someone in your family and represent them in a manga character. Also on the sheets, there are these templates almost. They're for you to practice with, and you've got the main face shape for you there already for you to use. So you can concentrate on doing those features. But don't worry if you don't have this. I'll show you a trick in a moment to get this face shape. So let's have a look. I'll leave this on the screen for you guys to use. So if you're going to draw your own face shape and you don't have the worksheet, don't worry. All you have to do is draw yourself a rectangle. Nice simple rectangle. I've said to make it about 4 centimetres by 5 centimetres, but it's not, you don't have to be too exact. In your rectangle, draw yourself a circle. Now, can you see that the circle touches the top and both sides? Again, doesn't need to be exact. You don't need to find something to draw around. Just needs to be a rough circle that touches the top and both sides. Can you see that? On the rectangle, I've split it into quarters as well. That's going to help with placing the features of your face. Then you're going to trace around the top in a slightly harder line this time, and then bring it down to the bottom of the rectangle in the middle. It helps to kind of give them a bit of a jawline here. Then you can add your ears, which are just below that halfway line, and finally add in your neck. And once you've done that, you've got your face shape, and you can rub out that rectangle and that circle, and you can practice drawing your manga character. So hopefully that's helped anybody who hasn't got them. As you're working on your manga character, I want you to really look closely at the different features and how they're drawn. Can you see how the eyes are not one complete shape? They've left gaps. You don't need to draw the complete outline of an eye. You can just use a few lines to represent where it is, just like the nose. I'm going to leave you guys now to make your manga characters, and I cannot wait to see them when they're completed. Maybe you guys can add some colour to the hair as well. If you need to look at different examples of hair and things in the worksheets, remember they're in the description below for you to download. Don't worry if you can't print them, you can maybe just use them on the screen and copy them from there. Now, as you guys are completing your work, I'm going to say hello to parents again. Hello. And ask you if you guys have any questions about our live sessions, any questions about home learning in general, anything we can help you guys with. We're here to help. So I'll leave it a few seconds to wait for a few questions to come in if you have them. If there are any questions from our artists today, please do send those in as well, and Ollie, Emma and I will try and help you out with them. So I'll just wait a few seconds to see if there are any questions to come in. Whilst I'm waiting for some questions. Oh, Ruth, you're stuck. What are you stuck on? On the ears, Maximeli, sorry. The ears, can you see how they're just underneath that halfway line? Try not to make them too big. Can you see how they're almost level with that the bottom of the circle? They're almost like little C shapes. Some people saying that they're done with their manga characters. Great. Now, if you are close to finishing, what a really good artist will always do is take a look at their drawing and see what they've done well, what they're proud of, and maybe pick out something they might need to practice a bit more. Now, I've done a few of these drawings already, and I had a bit of a practice on them, and I thought I really needed to practice doing the eyes again. I find it really difficult to draw one eye and get the other one the same, so I needed to practice. So what I've done is not on a face at all. I'll just quickly go to the large video. What I've done is I've started drawing some eyes on a bit of paper, not in a face at all, just practicing the eyes to make sure that I can get them. And you can already see this one's much bigger than the other one, so I still need to practice them and make sure I'm doing them better. So I wonder if you can do the same. Pick out something that you think you've done really well, and then maybe pick out something you feel you can practice and do some practice on a plain piece of paper or in your sketchbook around your sketch, and then you can use that to help you. Yes, please do send your pictures in. I can't wait to see them. I'm going to try my best to show them on the screen. You might have to bear with me because it's my first time doing one of these live lessons, so I might need you to be patient with me as I try and find them, but I'm sure we'll be able to look at a few of them. Rihanna says she's proud of the hair and thinks she needs to work on the eyes as well. Show you some noses. Yes, that's a good idea. Let me show you some noses. Let's see if I can find them on the... Go back to the nose page. There we go. Take a look at some noses. Really, really simple. All you need is a little curved line or a triangle. The eyes are really tricky, aren't they? Look really closely at the examples. The shapes are really tricky to do, but practice makes perfect. Let's have a look at those eyes again. Can you see how the iris, that's the coloured bit of the eye, is not always a full oval. Sometimes it's hidden in the eyelid. And then you've got that pupil, and most of them actually have got a little highlight, a little white highlight. I'm sure nothing else, not everything is terrible. The hair is the best. Yeah, the hair was something else I needed to practice on, so I did a couple of practices as well on the hair. Can you see those? Try to do a short-haired one and a long-haired one. Let's make that a bit bigger. So the hair was something I felt I needed to work on as well, so I did a few sketches of some hair. Hair is tricky, but if you follow around the top of the head and make sure it doesn't come down any further than that halfway line, you should be good. Try doing hair as well in shapes. You don't need to do individual hairlines. Use shapes, spiky shapes or curved shapes to help you with the hair. Do you want to have a look at the hair slide again? Any questions from parents? Excellent. Oh, thank you, Pippa. It's always nice to get compliments. I can't wait to see your artwork because it's going to be great. If you need to see the examples, I recommend downloading them so that you can see them later on. Don't worry if you're not caught up now, you don't need to do it now. You can always do it later. Excellent. don't worry too much about proportions and things in cartooning and manga. A lot of things, like we said, the eyes are way bigger than they would be in real life, so don't worry if the head's slightly bigger. There's different kinds of manga where they have massive heads and tiny little bodies, so don't worry if it looks slightly out of proportion, you're just doing a different style. Oh, I'm glad to see lots of people are proud of their drawings. Send them in so I can see them. I'd really like to see them. Something else that might help you as you're doing your work today, if you fancied looking at some more realistic self-portrait, is to have a look at oh sorry, I've just realised sorry, there we go, sorry guys, I thought it was already on there, sorry. Another thing you might want to see is this self-portrait freebie that we have, and it shows you step by step how to draw a self-portrait, and you can find that on our website. Yes, of course, I can add that the red circle sheet to the worksheets as well. I can add this slide to the worksheets later on and add them to the download, but obviously that's going to have to come a bit later. I think I might be getting a few of these in. We'd also love to see some pictures of your work in progress. They don't have to be finished, so anybody who's in the middle of the of drawing, by all means send in your pictures. Excellent. Great, I'm going to see if I can find some pictures. Whoops, sorry about that. Oh, some expert artists. Excellent. Great. I think I'm going to start showing some people's artwork. They're coming in thick and fast at the minute, and I'd love to get through as many as I can. So apologies if you're still working on your artwork. There are examples in the worksheet, so if you download those now, you can have a look at those. But I'd really love to show some of these manga pictures that I've got coming in. So this one I think is from Alice and Arthur. We've got this one here. Excellent expression on this one. You can really tell what this person is feeling just from the shape of their eyes and the mouth. So some really lovely expression on that one. Well done. Let's see if I can find another. Oh, we've got some interesting hair on this one from Monira. Some red hair on this one, some really lovely expression on this one too. The big mouth showing the happy expression, the eyes lovely and big just like in Manga, and red hair. Can you remember what red hair represents? I think that's the confident character. Really lovely artwork, well done. Let's have a look and see if I can find another. Ooh. I have, this one is from Sophia, who is 6, so excellent work on this one. Oops. Oh my goodness, sorry. Some lovely blue hair. Excellent work. Lovely big mouth and exaggerated face, fantastic. Well done, Sophia. Oh wow, this one. Lovely expression on this one. Let me get this one up for you. This one is from Ruben. Oops. Ruben, you've really tried hard with yours, haven't you, to get that manga style. And lovely soft sketching lines. Fantastic work. Really, really lovely. Lovely work on that one. And nice exaggerated features. And I think you've even given them some clothes there. Fantastic work. Excellent. Oh wow, this one has really got into the manga style. Who's this? This is Rayanne. I think I might recognise this character as well. Fantastic, look at the detail in the hair. That's amazing. Really tried that, and you can definitely tell the expression on this one as well. I love the colour. Really fantastic work, Rayanne. I hope I'm pronouncing everyone's names correctly as well, so sorry if I'm not. Who else have we got? Oh, this one's chosen to draw some people they know, from Catherine, I think. Or Mummy and Jessica, there you go. And Mummy's got purple hair in real life. Very, very cool hair, Mummy. Fantastic drawing as well. You've really tried with your expressions. Mummy looks very happy with her eyes, and your lovely bright green eyes in that one as well. Really lovely manga art. Well done, Jessica. See if there's any more. Gosh, they're really coming in quite quickly. I can hardly keep track of them. Oh, lovely expression in these. These are from Alice. You've tried really hard with your eyes and expression, making them surprised or sad. Really lovely. And I like how you've tried to use different noses on the different characters as well to make it really individual. Lovely work. Excellent. I think we've got time for a couple more. I'm so sorry if I don't get to show you, but what we'll do is, we did this with some rainforest art a few days ago. If we don't show them on the screen now, we will do a blog post of them and we'll post them on the website so that they'll be available for everybody to see, because I'd hate to think that these aren't being shared with people. They're just so fantastic. Really, really well done to everybody who is sending them in, and those at home trying their best. Really well done. See if I can find a couple more. Oh, some colourful paper on this one. Pratam. Really tried hard again with the eyes, making them really full of expression. And you can also tell as well that he's looking in a direction. Very clever. Excellent work. You've tried so hard on your face shape to make them all in the right place as well. Really well done. Excellent. Okay, let's see if I can find some more. Sorry, bear with me. This one from Sophie, age 9. Oh wow, you've got the style down. This looks great. Some nice big eyes and a big mouth to show just how happy they are. Really fantastic. And everything's exactly in the right place. You've really listened to those guidelines. Really well done. Fantastic work. Oh, so happy seeing all of these coming in. It's really lovely to see. And I think this is going to have to be one of the last ones from Amelie. Oh wow, look at the detail on this hair as well. We've got some really fantastic artists today. The hair in this one, you've tried really hard with those shapes. And again, big happy mouth. I'm liking all these happy characters. It's really well done. Excellent. Everything's all in the right proportions and right shape. Fantastic work, guys. Wow. Well, thank you so much to everybody that sent those in. I'm so pleased with them. I'm so pleased that you've enjoyed the lesson. But I think we're going to have to start wrapping it up now. Now, if you guys would like an extra challenge, what we can do is on the worksheets, as you scroll down, you might like to use this bigger face to maybe do a self-portrait in more detail. Or if you scroll down further, you can see these cards, character description cards. Now, I wonder if you could design a manga character to fit one of these descriptions. How would you show a reliable, loyal boy who looks surprised? I wonder which features you would use, what hair colour, what hairstyle you might use. Wonder how you might show a popular girl who's scared. What facial features would you use for this one? Or the clever yet shy boy. And by all means, send those in as well. It'd be great to see those too. And we'll put those together on the blog. So there's a little bit of extra for you to do at home as well. So really, really well done today, guys. I'm really happy you've enjoyed the lesson, and I'm so pleased to see all your lovely comments in the live chat. And thank you very much for joining me on my first live lesson, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you to our moderators, Ollie and Emma, on the live chat as well for all their hard work, and hopefully see you guys again soon. Thank you very much, guys. See you. Bye.